Welcome to the Profitpreneur Power Play podcast, your daily dose of strategies, insights, and action steps to grow your business and build your freedom. It's time to stop playing small and start making power plays.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Profitpreneur Power Play podcast. I'm your host, Valerie Walton, and we have a very special guest today. I love when she's on. This is awesome. All right, so let's get into it for today, because sometimes success does not come from guest knows exactly what it means to fall out of flow and how to find her way back again. And she is Kim Ward, recognized by MSN as one of the top 10 influential entrepreneurs of 2025. She's a 4-time best-selling author. She's a podcast host. She is a Pinterest queen and a businesswoman who built her success so strong that she was able to retire her husband. So her topic for today is falling back into flow, because burnout is not a badge of honor. Alignment is. So I cannot wait to see what fire she brings here this morning. Hey, Kim. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I was laughing when you're like, she knows like how to fall out and how to fall back in. And I was like, oh, you have no idea.
Yeah. And we're excited, especially me, because I've had some times, and being around, and having friends like you to just kind of lean on and watch and gain some inspiration from has been so, like, you have no idea. I appreciate you so much.
We need each other.
Yeah. All right. Oh, I see Jeff is on. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
All right. I'm going to leave it to you, Kim. I'm out of here.
Okay. See you soon. Welcome back, Profitpreneurs. I'm Kim Ward, as Valerie said, and today we're talking about something that every entrepreneur goes through at some point, and that's falling out of flow. You heard Val, you heard me, like we all do this. I know we want to think that business is but y'all, we're like this, okay? Our goal is this, but that's not reality. So we're going to talk about how to find your way back with clarity, with ease, and with confidence, because you and I both know that you cannot run at full speed 24/7. What Val just said about burnout, it's so true. It's not a badge of honor. And I remember it was like 2021 where I was saying yes to everything. I mean, everything. Yes, I retired my husband, and I failed to really accept what that meant from a financial perspective, right? Oh, snap. All the weight of the world is on my shoulders. So at that time, anytime I was away from the computer, away from Facebook, away from doing video, I felt guilty. And that led me to create this hamster wheel that eventually led to my burnout, right? And hopefully, if you have not burnt out, you don't ever have to. So sometimes life shifts, energy dips, and the rhythm changes. And my friend, that's not failure. That is an invitation to recalibrate. So if you've been feeling scattered, if you've been feeling unfocused, or just not quite on your game, today's discussion is for you. So let's talk about recognizing that drift first, because flow is not constant. It is cyclical. We all drift. Come on. The signs look like feeling busy, but not productive, struggling to feel inspired, second guessing your decisions, working in your business instead of on it. And that does not mean that something is wrong. It means you're being called back into alignment. So instead of pushing harder, forcing creativity, or hustling, what do? We pause and we listen. So here's a very important question. If this is for you today, ask yourself, where am I out of alignment with my original intention for this business? Where am I out of alignment with my original intention for this business? Because the moment that you come back to your why, your flow starts to soften back in. And you notice I said the word soften. I met with a group of entrepreneurs yesterday that I'm teaching Pinterest to. And what I explained to them is the idea of balance. It's not balance at all. It's a blend. I know Val and I have talked about this on the podcast before. When we both travel, our family is always going to be with us. You can rest assured, right? They're a reason why we do this. They are a reason why we get to have the beautiful memories, and we take them with us. And there's never going to be a perfect balance. Sometimes more effort and more time goes into the business. And sometimes more effort and attention goes into whatever's going on personally. That's life, and it's okay. So let's talk about returning to alignment, because the truth is, flow isn't about doing more. It's not. Flow is about doing what matters most. So how can you return to flow? Number one, reconnect with your vision. This is the life that you are designing. And for me, if I'm in the office, if I'm in the work, the brain is sometimes, it's too cluttered. It's too cluttered up here to be able to reconnect with the vision. So I had to train myself to do the very thing I didn't want to do, and that's get the heck out of the office. Go into nature. Go for a walk. Put on whatever music lights up your soul, right? Or stay in peace and quiet. That allows you to slow down the nervous system and reconnect with your vision. And so for me, that meant we live in the woods. We have 18 acres of wooded land. Get out there, throw on some Christian music, and just be. So number one, reconnect with your vision. Number two, audit your energy, not just your calendar. I realized that when I woke up in the morning, there were certain habits and certain things that I was doing that were already draining my energy and my joy before the day even got started. That could look like picking up the phone before you go into nature, or meditate, or pray, or do yoga, or just grab a cup of coffee or tea and sit somewhere and get your head right, get your energy right for the day. So I changed those habits. Number three, this is going to be hard for some people. It was for me because it's counterintuitive. And number three is do less, but with intention. Oh, I know. It feels, like I said, counterintuitive, doesn't it? So when you look at your tasks, if they drain you, delegate it, automate it, or eliminate it. Your business should support your life, not consume it. That's all there is to it. That was a tough lesson for me. And that's why we're having this conversation today. Every October, it's almost like something triggers me. And it's like, oh, hey, remember that season that you burnt out? Because it was October going into November. And I remember getting on a Zoom with my coach saying, I don't want to do it. I don't want to touch social media. I don't want to do anything. And he said, Kim, If you need to get into a hot Epsom salt bath with a glass of wine, then do it. And I thought, what? What, coach? What? Do it. Because he knew the things that I'm telling you today, right? The things we're sharing and talking about today. And for a 2-week span, that's what I did. I took my hot Epsom salt baths. I grabbed a blanket. I went to the couch and I literally binge watched Hallmark while my daughter was in school. And in the background, my husband was sweating bullets. And he didn't tell me at the time, but he was like grinding his teeth. Are you going to go back to work? Are you going to get on the calls? Are you going to touch your computer? Are you going to do something? And I just thought, when I'm ready, I had to get back into flow. And when flow returns, this is how it feels like: clarity, ease, breathing room, and steady confidence. And that's the frequency that we operate in here, in this community. So how do we stay in flow? Well, to stay in flow, we practice stillness. Even 10 minutes a day resets clarity. You know, we put our Zooms and our appointments and our podcast and everything into our calendar, build in 10 minutes a day to be still. Set up weekly priorities instead of endless to-do list. And that was one of the things that was my Achilles heel, is I thought it was a great idea to have a master to-do list and just kept a running thing. And when I would look at this list, I'm like, oh, I'm never going to catch up. That angst and that anxiety and that's not flow. So set weekly priorities. What are the top 3 things that I'm going to accomplish this week? And you've got to celebrate your success, not perfection. Anytime a client, a student, and a community member comes to me and says, but it's not perfect, I will always ask the same question. What does perfect mean to you? Most people can't even answer that. They don't even know what perfect is. They just know what they want it to look like. Done is always better than perfect. And to me, perfect means good enough for right freaking now. And you have to protect your peace as a business strategy. You heard me. Your nervous system is the CEO. And if you're regulated, if you're focused, if you're grounded, your business thrives. Flow is not something you chase. It's something you return to. So if you felt a little off, a little scattered, or a little disconnected, take this as your gentle reminder. It's safe to slow down. It's safe to realign. It's safe to choose ease and build wealth at the same time. You did not come here to hustle yourself into the ground. You came here to build a life by design, not default. And you're doing that one decision at a time. So thank you for being here, Profitpreneur. Hello, Mona. Good to see you this morning. Hey, Genevieve. Hey, Jeff. All right. Girl.
Awesome.
15 minutes on the dot. Look at that.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm not going to stretch it too much longer. I just really appreciate, what you shared, because I think it's for somebody like me in particular, because every time I listen to these, this is for all of us, not just the folks watching, that with the kind of personality that I have, I am so driven. I am so go, go, go. I am a pure and utter red personality. And being that and being ENTP, if you guys know Myers-Briggs, that's normally a man's personality trait. well, it's me. And it's just, oh, go, oh, debate, argue, do the, and then on top of that, being a wife and a mom, and it's just like I'm always doing something, and sometimes it doesn't even feel right for me if I'm not doing something. So to be reminded that you can soften, you can relax, you can put yourself at peace, you can be still. Oh, I need to hear that like every day. Like this is probably going to be one of my go-to podcast episodes because I need it. I need it. And I love that you reminded us that things don't have to be perfect. We're not perfect, and it's
Far
just
from it.
like, why do we expect that so much? We put so much on ourselves, so much weight. And sometimes we just need to like give ourselves some grace, give ourselves some love before we go and just pour into everybody else. And I have to admit, this is something I struggle with a lot. So thank you for the reminder.
Oh, my pleasure.
Yeah. All right, you guys, listen, when things feel off, it's not always a sign to quit, but it's often a call to realign. And when you falling back into flow means that you're trusting yourself and your timing and the process that got you this far. Now, here's what's cool. Inside of the Profitpreneur community, inside of this membership, we actually help you to rebuild your rhythm. And we do that with strategies and systems and support that let you grow your business without losing your peace. I know you may have heard of lots of other platforms and trainings and maybe even courses and workshops and all kinds of stuff, but I'm telling you, there's definitely something different here. We created it that way. We're tired of seeing so many people we care about all over the place in a hamster wheel. We finally gave you a home where you can breathe. You can breathe and still build the business and enjoy it. So go ahead and start your 14-day free trial because it won't be free for too much longer. And here's the thing, when you're in flow, success doesn't have to be forced. It just starts to feel like it fits. So thank you guys so much for watching and hanging with us.